Here's a funny story. Okay, hold on. I should turn off my microphone to tell this story. I've told this one before. I've told this story before, and I think it's pretty funny. I would listen to songs, right? I would listen to music, and sometimes I would write the lyrics in like my notebook during class because whatever. I just liked to write stuff and doodle stuff. Sometimes I wrote my own like poetry, crappy, middle school poetry or whatever. But like sometimes I just wrote song lyrics, and I wrote the lyrics to Paint It Black in my notebook. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. And I guess at some point after I did that, I left my notebook in a classroom or something. Like I left it in the classroom, and I just like that, TG. I'm just like that. I left my notebook in a classroom, and I guess a teacher found it and looked through it and read my notebook and saw that page. And then later I got called to the guidance counselor's office. The guidance counselor was like, Odessa, please come to my office. Thank you for the hydrate. This guidance counselor was awful, by the way. She was another like facilitator of the bullying. So I had zero respect for her, but not that I ever told her that, because I'm a polite young girl who is non-confrontational and outwardly respects authority figures. But in my heart, I was like, I hate her so much. She's so... Anyway, she called me into the office and it was like, is this your notebook? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's my notebook. She's like, these lyrics are very worrying. They're very worrying. And like, was like reading them out to me. She's like, I see a line of cars and they are painted black. This sounds like a funeral. I'm like, I guess it does. And she's like so convinced that writing these lyrics in my book meant I was going to kill myself, which I guess is like good natured to be like worried about a child who wrote that. But like, if you actually thought about that, to want to check in with the child or whatever. But I'm just like, man, like, why do you care about this now? Like, anyway, I was like, no, it's fine. Just give me my book back, please. Like, I'm sorry that I wrote worrying things. Like, just give me my book back, please. Just give me my book back. Yeah, liability, right? Yeah. So eventually I got my book back, and probably was like a few weeks later, there was like we had regular like assemblies, like school assemblies, right? Like they would present this or that, or maybe a don't do drugs assembly, maybe a like fundraiser assembly. We had a regularly scheduled one, and it was like suicide prevention assembly. And I was like, okay, like I sat through the assembly, left the assembly, and then after I was like leaving the auditorium, the guidance counselor pulled me aside. The guidance counselor pulled me aside, and she was like, what did you think of the assembly? I'm like, it was fine. And she was like, Odessa, this assembly was for you. I was like, okay. Okay. What am I supposed to say to that? Oh my god. Could you imagine? Imagine how stupid it felt after that. I'm like, man, they put up a big stink for that.